Peppermint action. So Peppermint is the newest action thriller revenge movie starring Jennifer Garner. It's from the same director who brought us Taken and the writer who brought us London Has Fallen, two great movies in my opinion. It tells a story about a woman whose daughter and husband get shot by these gang members who are part of the Garcia cartel. And when they get off free and they don't get arrested, she decides to disappear for 5 years and comes back to kick ass. Yes, this movie is a story that's been told a million times over and over and over again. This movie is basically a mixture of like John Wick and Death Wish and Punisher and Law Abiding Citizen. But this movie does it well. She's basically like the female John Wick, except, you know, way more tame. Which is an aspect I like about this movie. They like toe the line between reality and like complete fiction where you have to like suspend your belief. They do have her get hurt sometimes and show that she is vulnerable. This movie doesn't try to be like too over the top. You know, it's very tame. It has some action, but it's not like very explosive. I think it does a pretty decent job of trying to emotionally connect you with the character. And I gotta say, Jennifer Garner looks pretty cut in this movie. It looks like she actually worked out, and I did some research, and yes, she did work out for this movie. Another interesting thing about this movie, it's called Peppermint, but I don't remember anybody calling her Peppermint. The cops, her fans, the people who are praising her on social media in this movie, nobody calls her Peppermint, not even her. Her name's just Riley North, that's all they call her, is Riley North, Riley North. They don't say Peppermint. I think it's just called Peppermint because that's the last thing that her daughter ate before she died was peppermint ice cream. There are some moments of disbelief where like she'll just get shot and then like disappear, like how? But you can expect that from a movie like this. Like you kind of know what you're getting yourself into when you see a movie that's like this with this premise. You know what you're gonna get. This is just a popcorn movie. This isn't a movie that's trying to be like an Oscar-worthy nomination. It's a story we've seen a million times, so you're just supposed to see this movie for fun. And this movie was fun. There's a couple of small nitpicks I had, like she's living in a van. That's how like they can't find her. She's got no trail, you know, she's living off the grid. She's living in a van in Skid Row in LA. And nobody fucking like tries to steal her van. No one breaks into her van. She's got all this gear in there. And nobody tries to break in. When she finally does get to like the main bad guy towards the end of the movie, I feel like the final confrontation was just underwhelming. But then again, I think maybe it was done on purpose because they didn't want this movie to be too over the top, like I said. It kind of walks a fine line between being too like Commando-like or John Wick-like and then trying to be more realistic. But the final confrontation between her and the main Garcia cartel leader, I felt like it was just a little underwhelming. Like there should have been more action there, but there was just enough. There's a few moments in this movie of genuine comedy, like just moments that made the theater laugh in a good way. This isn't a funny movie. It's not supposed to be funny, but there are just a few moments where it's going for a chuckle, and I think the jokes land. The ending of this movie kind of like hints at a sequel, but I don't think a sequel is even necessary. This is just a good standalone movie. I don't think they need to make another one. This movie's not trying to be smart. It's just supposed to be fun, you know? But they do kind of have like one little twist in there, but I'm not going to ruin it for you. So in my opinion, this movie is just a fun blast. It's not, you know, it's a movie we've seen 1,000 times before, but it's fun. It's shot well. Jennifer Garner does a good job in this movie. So in my opinion, you should go out and see this, and then when it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD, you should definitely go out and buy it. Now, I also want to say that there's already been criticism about this movie that has really fucking pissed me off. So there's an article online now that says that this movie is both ignorant and racist. Really? If I got mad every time there was a bad guy in a movie that was white, I would not have any fucking sanity left. That is seriously the most inept, unsophisticated review of a movie ever. It does nothing that... The headline of that fucking article does nothing to critique the execution of the film or the way the actors portray their characters. It does nothing. Weak, emotional demagogues who write stupid op-ed fucking reviews just to virtue signal to their dipshit like-minded ideologues who think the same way as them and who live in the same faux reality that everything and everyone's just racist. It's people who think like that are exactly what the problem with Hollywood is today. It's like, if you go to a movie just to observe people's race and ethnicity instead of the story and character, here's a suggestion that I sincerely hope you take to heart. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, take a cold hard metal pipe and shove it up your ass. How dare you try to inject identity politics into a movie that has nothing to do about race? It just pisses me off. I know I'm ranting, but I just had to talk about that stupid, inept, unsophisticated piece of shit review I saw online. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What did you think about this movie? Let me know in the comments below. Did you think it was racist? Or did you just think it was a fun action revenge movie? Let me know, and as always, if you like this and you want to see more rantastical content, you can do so by clicking on my beautiful face in 5 seconds. And until next time, Auf Wiedersehen.